This is Datila, and welcome to the Wrestling Time Pro Show. It is Tuesday, October 28, 2025, and tonight I'll actually be talking about Halloween Havoc, which took place on Saturday. Joining me for this review is another Michael 101.91.
How you doing, guys? Thank you, Datila, for having me on. And finally, after a month or so, you're back to streaming.
Yep. I did NXT Showdown, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But finally, she watches an NXT show.
Yeah. Let's not get our hopes up.
Put a one in the chat if you want to keep reviewing NXT. I'll help her with it, though.
No. Let me get to 2K first before anything. No, just kidding.
I'll help her. I'll carry her through the whole review.
Your back's gonna hurt. What do you think? Gigi doesn't come on here anymore. His back, because he never recovered from his back, having to carry me. Yeah.
But he probably still watches.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. All right, so Halloween Havoc kicked off with a tag team match. It was Javon Evans and Leon Slater versus La Parka and Mr. Iguana. First of all, I have to say, Mr. Iguana is amazing. I remember seeing him live for the first time at Worlds Collide back in June, and he was so massively over. I really love La Yesca. And mad props to Leon Slater and Javon Evans here for working with La Yesca. I think it really depends on the wrestler. Like Lindsay Dorado got La Yesca over immediately at Worlds Collide. So
yeah, I like Mr. Iguana. I'm a fan of his. I never seen him wrestle before. Until Worlds Collide. And I'm like, all right, this guy, he's a comedy act, but he is over with the fans, and I actually am enjoying what he's doing. And can we get a La Yesca, selling of it on WWE Shop, please?
Yeah, NXT, TNA, AAA, Italian in one ring. Yep, that's true. I'd buy La Yesca, honestly. I honestly would. I would buy La Yesca.
That's why Datila should keep watching NXT, because more TNA talent is showing up on NXT.
We'll keep dreaming.
NXTNA.
Honestly, wow, La Parka looks so different since WCW. I'm pretty sure this was not the original Parka.
Yeah, just like the different incarnations of Sin Cara.
Mm-hmm.
They changed at the time that Sin Cara was in WWE.
Oh, yeah. But this was a really fun match. I'm glad this opened the show because this was great. This, honestly, I was thinking this match. It actually made me want to watch the whole show. I'm like, okay. This was really fun.
Yeah, I liked especially when La Yesca, I think it was like Leon Slater or Javon Evans. They stared down at La Parka, and all of a sudden you see La Yesca pop up.
Oh, yeah.
And that was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
I like how you buy La Yesca helping Mr. Iguana.
Right? It doesn't seem undiluted.
Without having the match go to a disqualification.
I really like how there was this one spot with Evans and Slater where they're kind of in the middle and they're just looking at each other like, what does he want us to do? Cover our eyes? And then they cover their eyes. But Leon Slater and Javon Evans are victorious here. And this, like I said, this was really fun. I honestly would not mind seeing them as a tag team.
Yeah, I agree. And for Mr. Iguana, I'm like, this is one match where he was not competing against Finn Balor, and you didn't see
Dimenito, yeah.
I hope that they circle back to that. We get a Mr. Iguana versus Finn Balor, or a La Yesca versus Dimenito.
That should be fun. All right, so next we're gonna Soul Ruca and Zaria segment, and they're basically talking about Zaria's match, which she has to defend the North American title in Soul Ruca's honor because she's not able to compete.
She got injured.
Yeah, and then Izzy Dame interrupts them and basically says that Tatum Paxley is going to be the new champion at the end of the night, and when she wins, the calling wins. So this is an okay segment.
Yeah. This signified what was going to happen later on in the show.
Oh, definitely. So next we get a Dia de los Muertos Day of the Dead match for the men's North American title. It's all Ego Ethan Page versus El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. I'd say I really like the aesthetics to this match. If this being a Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos match, I was expecting a little bit more. I was expecting maybe an ofrenda out there or something like that. You know, I'm not sure if you've ever seen an ofrenda. Well, I mean, have you seen Coco?
No, surprisingly, I have not.
Oh, okay.
I own the film, but I still have yet to watch it.
Well, when you watch Coco, basically an ofrenda is like it's like this. How can I say it? It's basically to honor relatives or that have passed on. You know, you put their picture up and stuff like that. So I thought we were gonna see an ofrenda, but we didn't see an ofrenda in this match. But nevertheless, I thought this was a really fun match. El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. was paying homage to Rey Mysterio's 1997 Halloween Havoc attire,
which I liked.
Yeah,
a little back there.
This was really cool. One of my first spots was when Ethan Page hit El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. with that skeleton femur. They're like, it's skeleton. It was a femur. With Rick Joseph dressed as the Riddler on here.
Yeah, he had the Riddler jacket.
He did. I like this. I like the aesthetic to this match a lot better than the what was it? The Mountain Dew Lights Out match.
Yeah.
Yeah, the aesthetics to this match were a lot better than that one.
And Booker T on commentary put over Ethan Page.
Oh yeah, Ethan Page was great.
He's the best North American champion ever. Shucky,
so
quack quack.
So Ethan Page got busted open during this, you know, at the end when he wins, like you can see the blood dripping from his face. But I have to say, like, I don't know if it was intentional. Maybe it might have been a botch, but Ethan Page ripped off El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.'s mask way too much. You could kind of see his face.
Half of his face.
Yeah, so I'm sure that was unintentional, you know. He just ripped it off way too much. But nonetheless, this was great.
It was a very good match.
Yeah, really fun match.
And after this, you got to give Ethan Page's props.
You did. You really do. He's been doing amazing as North American title from what I've heard.
But with El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. coming out with, you know, paying homage to Rey Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I was like, "Is he paying homage?" Because then I was like, "Oh yeah, it's Rey Mysterio. That's the mask that he wore Halloween Havoc '97 when he fought Eddie Guerrero."
Ethan Jayne has been killing it. Oh, definitely, from what I've heard. You gotta kill him with a smile. Next, we get a Kelani Jordynne and Jordynne Grace segment. Jordynne Grace dressing up as Velma from Scooby-Doo.
Nice Velma there.
It was a Velma. Basically, this is setting up a match between them because it's Jordynne versus Jordynne. Kelani Jordynne versus Jordynne Grace. Jordynne versus Jordynne.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. But Jordynne Grace slaps Kelani Jordynne and basically challenging her for that knockouts title. So we shall see. You know, I think this is going to be a good match.
Yeah, I think so. I think that Jordynne Grace is going to retain, though.
You mean Kelani Jordynne? You said Kelani's going to retain?
No, Jordynne Grace.
Jordynne Grace is going to retain? How can she retain when she's not even champion?
Oh, never mind.
Kelani needed an attitude adjustment, although she did. And I have to say, like, I hope Kelani Jordynne, with being Knockouts champion, I hope she really comes into her own. Look what being TNA World Champion did to Trick Williams. I think he did a fantastic job being a TNA World Champion. His run as a heel was amazing. I
With
think
that,
he did a really great job. So I think Kelani Jordynne definitely needs to change her character up.
yeah,
Regain question mark? Yeah, I think he might
yeah,
regain. So I'm curious to see how Kelani Jordynne does as Knockout Champion.
yeah. That's all I gotta
So
say.
okay.
I'm
Next
not,
we get
I'm not,
the
I'm not a huge Kalani Jordan fan.
okay. Next we get the women's North American title match: Zaria versus Blake Monroe, FKA Mariah
Mariah
May.
May.
Yeah.
Can I just
I
say that she's doing?
oh I
Go.
also says he agrees with me. He thinks Kalani's reaching her potential now. Oh, thanks, Yo.
Can I just say that uh, that Blake Monroe, aka Mariah May, is doing some of the best work since she has come to NXT.
Glamour is forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was a really great match, honestly.
I was surprised as well.
It was kind of interesting. Interesting dynamics going on here. You had Zaria being more concerned for Sol Ruca than it seemed for the belt because um towards the end of this match, Blake Monroe crashed into Sol Ruca, which you can say was probably on purpose.
Yeah, it was
And
on
so
purpose. You could tell.
Sol Ruca seemed she didn't I don't think she felt that much. She
You could
seemed like
tell
she just
because she kicked the cane
yeah.
and made Soruka fall.
Yeah, but Zaria seemed a little bit more concerned with checking on Soruka than winning this match, and that ultimately cost her because she got hit with two glamour shots, one on the outside and one on the inside of the ring, and Blake Monroe ended up being victorious. Not to mention, we did get a tease from Soruka. She sent Zaria crashing into the ring post. Can you argue that it was to help her or was it intentional? You know.
I think it was intentional.
We'll have to wait and see. But from what I saw on Twitter, it seems like Sol Rico would rather relinquish the speed title than have someone defend it, right? So
Yeah,
we'll see what that is. It's definitely gonna seems like they're gonna split them up, which makes sense
yeah.
because now that Julia and Stephanie Marquette are on the main roster, you definitely need someone.
I think that Soruka may turn heel on Zaria
Yeah, it seems that way.
because I think Soruka, even though I like her gimmick, like the surfer gimmick, I think it's time for her to get, for her to get a refresh, a new gimmick change.
Yeah. I don't watch NXT on a weekly basis, but as long as the times I've tuned in, she's been on the surfer gimmick. So I see
Mm-hmm.
what you're saying.
It's a cool gimmick. I like Soruka.
So next we get Warren Sinclair and Kendall Gray. They're talking about something that happened with Lash Legend.
Yeah,
I also one of them has to turn on each other. That's true.
yeah.
And basically the whole point of this is that Lash Legend interrupts Kendall Gray and challenges her to a match. Kendall Gray puts her title on the line and make the match for Tuesday.
Yeah, which it was tonight, and it was an okay match.
All right. Next, we get the NXT Women's Title match: Tatum Paxley versus Jacy Jayne. Lash was bullying Warren. Kendall came to his defense. Oh, okay. Thanks for filling in those gaps, Io. Or should I say the former Double J of TNA, Tom Hannafin. Tom Hannafin on a commentary in TNA said that Jacy Jayne called herself the Double J of TNA when she was both Knockouts champion and NXT Women's champion.
That's cool.
Because you get it, the Double J.
I never realized Jason J was in TNA.
She was Knockouts champion. She was a double champion.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god, I don't even watch NXT on a weekly basis, and even I knew she was double champion. She lost the Knockouts title at what was it? He Wave?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like come on. I can't believe you forgot that. Oh my god. Mr. NXT over here.
I forgot to mention we got Joe Hendry on the show tonight.
Joe Henry is good, as good as gone from TNA. He's
By January he's coming to WWE.
Oh yeah, for sure, hands down. I'm so happy for Tatum. Mm-hmm. So I honestly thought this was a really good match. I have to say, like, Jacy Jayne really, really, like, I think she really showcased what she can do during her title reign. I thought she was great as champion.
I really like her. I'm a fan of Jacy Jayne.
Yeah, I like Jacy Jayne. But where does Fatal Influence go from here now that Jacy Jayne lost the title? Because both the Cullen and Fatal Influence were at ringside and they both got ejected.
I think this is going to lead to a Fatal Influence, maybe a Fatal Influence and a Cullen match.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Because you could tell after they got ejected from ringside that this is not done between them.
Oh no, it's definitely not. But I have to say, the finish to this is pretty interesting because you had the Cullen and Fatal Influence come back down to the ring, and then Izzy Jayne entered the ring with the title while the ref was distracted. And Tatum Paxley seemed really surprised by this, and it seemed like she was going to hit Tatum with the title, but she ducked, and Jacy Jayne attacked Izzy Jayne and allowing Tatum Paxley to hit her with the cemetery drive. So, and if you look closely, Izzy Jayne didn't seem too happy about Tatum Paxley winning here. So, was she trying to help her, or was she trying to cost her?
I think she was trying to cost her because, since Tatum Paxley is with the Cullen, you had appearances from Lyra Valkyria, and Izzy was kind of jealous with Lyra because Lyra and Tatum were both a team together, and this probably signifies maybe we might at some point get a Lyra and Izzy match.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say as a joke for the friendship of Tatum Paxley.
Oh my god, we'll talk more about this when we get to the ending of the show.
Mm-hmm. I thought this was a good match, though.
I was. I have to say the NXT Women's Division is certainly killing it.
Mm-hmm.
They delivered 2 back-to-back matches,
and I hope Tatum Paxley she has a good long reign with the NXT Women's Championship. Everybody wanted to see Tatum as champion. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are like, well, all right, we're getting Tatum Paxley versus Jacy Jayne. Oh, Jacy Jayne's going to easily retain the title here. But no. But happy for Tatum.
Yeah. She's definitely earned it. Next again, Myles Borne to me. He's talking to Ava about Josh Briggs.
Yeah.
Briggs. And then he gets interrupted by Tavian Heights. They both won the match with Josh Briggs. Fill me in here. Like, what happened exactly?
Pretty much basically one of them wants Josh Briggs. And I guess they had a match tonight on NXT with Josh Briggs on commentary.
Mm-hmm.
And the winner of that match, I guess, will face Josh Briggs.
Okay. Yeah, Ava made it a match for next week. It was Myles Borne versus Tavian Heights. So they both left no quarter catch crew. Why is that?
No, that wasn't really explained.
Oh, okay. So next we get the Broken Rules match for the NXT title match, Darkstate versus the Broken Hardys. Honestly, this was okay. I'm just not a fan of Darkstate. I can't take them seriously with their knockoff Retribution look.
Yeah, when you think of Darkstate, I'm like, this is what Retribution was probably going to be.
Yeah, definitely.
But Darkstate is done much better.
You see, both guys wanted to focus on singles run outside the group. Oh, okay. I see now. So Jeff Hardy's face paint is a tribute to Bray Wyatt.
Which I like.
Same.
Now, I don't know if you heard about the news today about Mike Rotunda.
Yeah, I heard of the news.
Yeah. Prayers to Mike Rotunda. Yeah. Hopefully, a speedy recovery.
Yeah, hopefully he recovers.
Yeah. I feel bad for Bo Dallas.
Same.
First Bray, and now his dad.
Yeah. But this is okay. Darkstate regained the NXT titles, which kind of tells me that the only reason the Hardys won the titles was so that they can have that match at Bound for Glory against the Dudley Boys.
Yeah, which we all know who won that.
Mm-hmm.
And the Dudleys end up retiring.
Yep.
But this signifies that maybe we might get the Hardys on the main roster for one final go.
Maybe.
And have them win the tag titles on the main roster. Wherever they go to either Raw or SmackDown, they win the titles, and then I guess after they lose, they'll retire.
Maybe. We'll have to wait and see.
And then after that, they'll get their Hall of Fame thing in probably 2027.
So next we get a Leon Slater and Javon Evans segment, and they're basically talking about, to quote Javon Evans, goofy ass Darkstate. So Leon Slater kind of questions if they should have helped the Hardys, but basically, long story short, they make it known that they might go after the tag titles, which I wouldn't mind personally.
I wouldn't mind that either.
But, Slater does tell Javon Evans that he has some business to take care of regarding the X Division title. And once he takes care of that, they'll go after the tag titles.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Javon Evans and Leon Slater going after the tag titles.
I
like both. I like both of them.
Yeah.
I think they're both good in the ring.
Same here. So next week, the main event ends up being the NXT title match, Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints. I think that this is Trick Williams' swan song in NXT.
Yeah, I think he's going to the main roster now.
I definitely.
He's been ready for main roster.
Io says that's if the main roster cares about tag team wrestling. That's true.
Well, they're going to care about the Hardys. I mean, they're legends.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not booking them, if you want to bring them up to the main roster, you got to book them, good, because they're legends. Everybody knows them. They're the most over tag team that everyone knows.
Yeah. So this was the main event, and honestly, thought this was a good match.
It was a really good match.
This was a good match. Obviously, Trick Williams was going to lose this. Like I said, this is probably his swan song in in NXT.
Yeah.
Ricky Saints retained, which was the right choice.
Yeah. Trick Williams is main roster bound.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. It wouldn't surprise me if he reunites with Mello on the main roster.
I actually do want to see that. I mean, I buy Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams together than Carmelo Hayes with The Miz.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God he's away from The Miz.
Mello, you didn't like Mello Don't Miss?
No. I think The Miz dragged down Carmelo Hayes a bit.
I've said this before, and I will say it again. The fact that Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker's booking is like night and day. The way Braun Breaker was booked is not the same way Carmelo Hayes was booked. And they were both drafted in the same round to their respective brands. So that just baffles me that they couldn't find anything to do with Carmelo Hayes.
I know, but sticking with The Miz.
Yeah. And as great as the Best of 7 series was with Andrade, it went nowhere.
Yeah. They should have did something.
Exactly. So last but certainly not least, we get a Tatum Paxley interview, and she's just backstage celebrating, hugging people. The call and make it known that they're happy for her, that she brought gold to the group. Now they try to interview Izzy Dame here, but Izzy Dame kind of redirects the focus back to Tatum Paxley. And basically, she's taking the focus off herself here. So again, I could see a situation where Izzy Dean probably maybe leaves the calling,
Mm-hmm.
and ends up challenging Tatum Paxley for that title.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I was waiting for an appearance by Lyra there.
Right. All right. So on the scale from a 1 to Sean Spears' perfect 10, I have to say, overall, I thought this was a pretty great show. I really liked the opening match. That was a really great match. And I do like both of the women's matches too. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10.
I am shocked.
Oh, I would have given this a perfect 10 if Darkstate wasn't, on this match card. I just can't take them seriously. I'm sorry.
I give it a 9 out of 10.
This is an 8. I really did enjoy. I did enjoy the show.
Very good show from top to bottom.
Yeah. Well, almost.
And I'm surprised Datila actually enjoyed a NXT show.
Yeah, this was good. I thought this was really great. Like I said, the opening match really did it for me. I really got into that match.
Io, in the chat, let us know if you want Datila to keep reviewing these NXT PLEs.
Now, if they would have opened with the Darkstate match, I probably would have been out 10 minutes into the thing.
She will only give an NXT show a 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 or Sean Spears' perfect 10 if Darkstate is not on the show.
We'll see. All right, Michael, where can people find you?
Well, you guys can find me at my channel here. I'm Michael101591. I do WWE reviews, Monday Night Raw every Monday, which I didn't do a review last night because Monday Night Raw was absolutely mediocre at best. Nothing.
You don't review mediocrity.
Yeah, we don't want to review mediocrity. Same with I was like to Datila, are you still going to review Raw? And she's like, yeah. And we didn't even review it.
Yeah.
But yeah, mediocrity Raw was. SmackDown, I also review. Also do movie reviews, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K updates. I have old school commercials on my channel, so go check out all that. I do have a wrestling show called the Bell Call Podcast that I do with my buddy Noah Casa. We haven't done a show in a while because, of course, different schedules. But if I ever want to do an episode, if my buddy Noah can't be on it, Datila will always fill in for him. So so check out my channel if you guys haven't seen it, and give me a subscribe if you like what you see.
You can follow me on Twitter at @Datila_. I talk wrestling and Power Rangers here. I've been going live sporadically these days, but hopefully come the new year I can go back to my old schedule of going live Monday, Thursday, Friday, occasional Saturdays and Sundays because I don't go live on Wednesdays anymore.
I gotta get Datila to keep reviewing Raw and SmackDown to keep up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like to myself, man, it's been a month since Datila has reviewed something.
Yeah. Well, I rewatch Showdown.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Datila's review. I'm like, where's your review?
Yeah. But with that being said, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you know if I whenever I go live or listen to video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Yeah.